What is up, guys? It's Hobbs back with you for a Wild Eye Wednesday review. And sorry if you hear some background noise. I'm actually on my lunch break. So I wanted to come to you and review Wrestle Massacre. You can't tap out when you're dead. Star Richie Acevedo, former WWE star Rene Dupree, Nikolai Volkov, Tony Atlas, and the great Jimmy Valiant. Those are some notable names. If you watch pro wrestling, you would know majority, if not all of those. And this film is a recent release from about 2018 to 2019. Here is the back. As you can see, this one is brutal. Extremely brutal. We follow Randy, who's a groundskeeper, and what he does is he goes and he takes odd jobs for people doing groundwork, and he's trying to better himself. His father was a former pro wrestler as well, and he wants to be like his dad, so he's trying to make a better life for himself. So he does these odd jobs for people to where they won't pay him, or they'll put him on a pay plan, and they're just real mean to him. And a lot of people that he works for, some of the jobs, there's like some doucher for a husband that doesn't appreciate his wife, and there's just a whole bunch of different brutally mean people to him. So he says, you know what, this job is for the birds. I'm going to go try to be a professional wrestler. So he goes to this wrestling school to try to be a pro wrestler. He has one match, and it was a bad match, and he gets made fun of by all the wrestlers that are there. He gets, picked on and everything, and basically this sets him off. This sets him off, and he gets pissed. And all the people that have wronged him are going to have to pay. So he goes on kind of like a revenge tour and just starts to go after people one by one, picking them off, killing them in brutal fashion. I mean, just look at that. Todd Sheets would be proud. It's interesting because it is a horror movie, but it's definitely a horror comedy as well, but it's almost more like a revenge film, Let's go into the things that I enjoyed most about it here. Let's go into the stuff. I don't really have a lot of negative to it. I think a couple of the scenes may not had to have really been there. There was a really weird scene with Cool Duder in there. I don't know how or why that was there. Not saying I don't like the Cool Duder. I love Sean Phillips, but still don't know why that was in there, but it was in there. Some scenes could have been cut out, but it was still a great watch. I really enjoyed the story. I thought the story was great. The kills were fantastic. Almost like every kill was like a match. So when he would see somebody, he would be like, look, I'm coming after you. And it would be like a match. But none of this really took place in the ring. Like it would be in a yard or like at a bar or, and all these matches would take place and he just destroys people. Face ripping off, skin, stuff like that. As you can see, there's arms hanging, people hanging from the gymnasium. I mean, it's just brutal. But it's also very heartwarming and comedic at points. So, I mean, I really enjoyed this one. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about it. In fact, it even gets like a 7.5 on IMDb. Highly recommended. If you like really good comedy, if you're a fan of pro wrestling in general, and you like slashers, this one is fantastic. I mean, it's definitely something different. I thought the main lead, Richie Acevedo, that played Randy in this, did a really good job of getting his point across in the film, making sure that people knew that he was not to be messed with down the road, and that there is a bit of a twist ending. But you guys got to check out this one. Highly recommended. Wrestle Massacre. I had an absolute blast with this one. Even though it's not necessarily a full horror film, it's still a blast. I don't have a lot of negatives to it. Go check it out, folks. This is Hobbs for your Wild Eye Wednesday. And I'll see you guys possibly tomorrow or on Friday for the Slashback. And I will catch up with you guys later. Hope you're having a great half week. It is hump day. So catch up with you later. Peace.